Well, everybody, I do not have time for a break because we are on to the final match. So, Crappy, are you ready to take us? No, you're not. Crappy, how could you not be ready? Okay, there we go. Crappy is ready. Yeah, Bilby Coder, I'm glad that you joined this year. And seriously, you did pretty good. You, like, everybody who took second, third, and fourth, you were basically tied. It's just who got there first. All of you did pretty dang well. It's just Strider is difficult. Crappy, take us over to the game reveal, please. I hope that I haven't messed stuff up. Okay, game reveal, game reveal, game reveal. Let's do it. Everybody, without further ado, our GM for the final match of the day is Kusogrand8. Come on in, Kusogrand8. Let's talk about what you've got, what kind of madness we have. As a reminder, we've got 4 matches tomorrow as well. It is a busy weekend with a lot of fun. Hello there, Kusogrand8.
Oh.
Hey, how are you doing? Do you like Strider?
I couldn't watch it.
Okay, perfect. Well, I don't know. That's all I got.
I can't do the flashing, sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's understandable. Okay, no flashing for Kusogrand8.
But I will say this. These competitors, they kept vetoing everything. Like, I kept reaching further and further into my bag until I actually had reached in and grabbed a hand from a fellow GM.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's always terrifying.
Thank you, Corndan.
You thought Kusogrand8 was the GM, but it was me, Dio. Corndan.
Corndan, a.k.a. Dio, a.k.a. I don't even know anymore. Corndan, thank you for saving Kusogrand8 and giving a game out together. What game do we have?
Look, when all else fails, just resort to old computers.
That's pretty much a good rule of thumb. Yeah, as it turns out, a lot of people have played NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, but like Commodore 64, Amiga, it's a little rarer.
Yep, so we have Doofus for Amiga.
Well, hopefully none of the players are doofuses. What's the plural of doofus?
I don't know. Look at him. He has seen some things.
He is a dingus for sure. Well, that's okay. We've got Dingai running through the game today. Whoever takes first will get 10 points. Whoever takes last gets 2 points. Question, though, is anybody getting eliminated due to Doofus today?
Nope, this is a 10-pointer.
Aha! That means that I can insult them.
Supper.
Yep.
See, I don't insult the people who are struggling, but the people who do well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and laugh a little bit because they get to play this game. Doofus.
We also warn our GM friends to just bring out heavier stuff in the next round because they vetoed so many times.
Yeah. Well, everybody, I am super happy. We've had this in Kusogrand8 before, if I recall correctly.
We have, yeah.
Yeah. So this isn't a completely new experience.
A couple years ago?
Okay.
3 years ago? I don't even remember. One of those Kusograndes.
I
think it was Kuso 6.
Kuso 6? Okay. Well,
quite possible.
Hopefully you aren't being a doofus today, Corndan. Nah, you're good. You're a friend. I know that you've been really busy with work and such. And it's good to have you here. Yeah.
Look, it's finally starting to slow down, and robotic season is over.
Oh, good. You survived the robots?
So I was literally just going to fill in wherever was needed. I put out signups right for the GMs, and it was filled up in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I love our group of GMs this year. Like, there have been times in the past where it's been a little bit hard to get people to sign up and come join, but the GMs this year have just been, as soon as signups go up, they're like, "Arr, bite right
it's
on,
fun.
Let's get ready, let's go." Yeah, I'm glad. It makes life a lot easier for us, when we have so many people ready to give out games. Oh, I'm working on getting everything captured. Oh, yeah, suffering's great. Come on. flagellation. Pull out those whips, everybody. Come on, that's what Kusogrand8 is about.
Also, the ref spots fill up just as fast, too.
Yeah, our referees have been fantastic. This is really the first year that we've focused a lot on having referees helping out to judge the matches, and I feel like it's been a fantastic choice. Seriously, thank you to everybody who's been helping behind the scenes. Now, I am blabbing a lot because I have to do a little capturing, everybody. Don't stress. I'm just doing my job, okay? Stop stressing. I hear people stressing. Stop it.
I'm stressing.
Stop it. Ow. But yeah, tomorrow we've got 2 more matches. I do have a visitor from Iowa out right now, so, I do have to do a little guest entertaining, but we did warn him, hey, I'm going to be working, so too bad. I can't pay attention to you all day. Instead, we get to have Doofus on stream.
Well, Doofus is well-deserved.
Yeah. And
this is what happens. This is what happens when
you have too many vetoes.
I'm just a baby GM, and here they are like, nah, we don't want that or that or that.
Yeah, I love the Mist music along with Doofus here. That's like the most inappropriate music to have. Mist, go away. We've got real video games here, okay? Yeah, oh, my name is Mist. It's basically just pretty pictures, blah, blah, blah. I love Mist. It's so good.
I missed.
Justin.
I heard that. Good impression, Justin.
Yeah, he's a good Wario. It's pretty good. I think it's Wario who says that. Wario says a lot of things. I don't even know anymore. Okay, let me turn on the audio. Let's hear Doofus real quick. Come on. Oh, this is good music.
Our competitor said they liked it. Yeah.
Oh, this is a jam. This is definitely Amiga music, though.
100%. Everything about this is 100% Amiga.
Hey, Mystery Funhouse, thank you for the raid. Neitzel, thank you for resubscribing earlier. I think we are just about ready to go. And I hope that Mystery Tournament finals went well recently, because they had those over at the GDQ channel while I was traveling. Justin, I love you, but I have to start the match.
Find me.
Okay. Yeah, I know you missed. You already said that. Stop missing. Here I am getting the appropriate level of harassment before we start the final match of the day. Let me check to see if the players are ready, because personally, I am. Oh my gosh, Justin did bring food though, so I can't complain that much.
What's for lunch or dinner?
It's hot dogs.
I had chili dogs the other day.
Speaking of hot dogs, did you all hear that, what is it, 7-Eleven, is made
The hot dog sparkling water?
Yes.
What? Okay, you know what, chat? You need to spam emotes, because I need to forget whatever you're talking about right now. So anything that makes you think of a doofus or a dog would be appropriate.
Yeah, or balls.
Balls? Okay.
Music notes.
Yeah,
Orange
dancing.
blobs.
Any of your dancing emotes are good as well. Spam,
Amigos.
spam. We're doing the countdown. As soon as I see movement, I will start our timer. That's a promise.
I look forward to this.
Yeah, shake that booty butt. Okay, and here we go. Oh, great. Yay, black borders around everything.
So, let's talk about... Oh, it's fine. Let's talk about this game a little bit.
Sure.
Right? This is one of the worst platformers on Amiga.
Oh, really? Why is it?
It looks fine. So your only attack is a bouncing ball, which is fine, but not really.
Okay.
You have to time everything so your dog, doesn't die.
Oh, because he's a doofus.
Right? that dog will fall into pits. That dog, like,
We've already had several deaths. I love it.
I mean, I believe it. The deaths go so fast, though, that it's hard for me to keep
you got
track.
things like, there's an invincibility power up. It works on you, not the dog. The dog has a hitbox, and you have no control over the dog. Unless you get in like the secret levels where you can like pick up stuff.
Like Bendy.
Oh yeah, I did see Mifa made it to one of the bonus levels. So I have to ask, how many lives do we... Okay, like at the bottom right.
Oh yeah, it's at the bottom right.
Yep.
Okay. Passwords continues?
There might be.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They were told if there's passwords, they're allowed to use them.
Okay, well,
I
that's
can't even
cool.
find a manual for this. Right. So it's up to jump. You hold right, the button shoots. Really, all you need to know.
I'm like no longer phased by the up to jump nature of video games. Like,
Yeah, nor should you be, honestly.
I don't mind up to jump.
oh, I hate it, but whatever.
But yeah, so water's instant death.
Yeah, neither Doofus nor the dog can swim.
Wait, is the dog not Doofus? Are you Doofus?
I don't really know.
I'd rather call a human doofus than a dog.
Well,
Yeah, the dog's just following orders.
Well, as we get into this, we do have referees tracking. Obviously, level reached is going to be the main measure of progress here. However, it's very easy within levels to tell how much progress they've made because you walk to the right. And because
And
that
we
will be
did
the
also
tiebreaker.
provide the referees full maps. Because everything does kind of look the same.
Aw, yay. Full maps for the referees. That's always great. Ah, my gosh. Okay, Doofus for Amiga.
I want to point out that the demo screen for the game, it's just like a special map for the game itself, I believe.
Bendy got a password. The music stopped, but Bendy has a password.
It sounded... It sounds... Okay, it didn't crash. That sound definitely sounded like it crashed.
Oh, yeah.
But there's on the just main menu, there's a bear trap waiting to kill the demo. It's great.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, I found the picture that we usually used for Doofus, or that we used in the past. Let me see if I can get this up, because it's such a good picture. He looks like the biggest Doofus ever.
Doofus?
Yeah,
I mean-
look at the dog. Doofus.
The dog is great.
Oh, yeah, just fantastic.
However, when you look at the dog in game, the dog just kind of looks like Heathcliff.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wait,
I'm glad
Bendy
that
just stored the dog.
Bendy stored the dog.
Oh, it's back out.
It's back, yep.
Okay. I'm glad that the dog at least is pretty good at following your specific movement. So if you manage to do a tight jump over a pit, the dog generally is going to do that. And if you fall into a pit, the dog generally is going down there as well. It's nice to have that level of consistency in a game like this. Of course, I can see, like, if there are ever moving platforms in the game, that's going to throw things off and make it a lot harder for the dog to actually follow you when you are doing any of that platforming. But as long as the terrain isn't moving, I basically would not worry much about the dog.
I am.
That's not really...
Dead. I'm so glad you brought this one out. Oh,
Oh,
I
what?
was actually saving it for later, right? Because it is not a good platformer, right? Like,
Oh,
Not
it's
only do
better
you
than
have to-
Strider. Look at this. Like,
I'm not sure it is, honestly. It looks better than Strider.
It's better in the sense that it doesn't flash like Strider.
I mean, but I'm not really sure it's better.
But
You know,
yeah, these competitors, I think they vetoed like what, 2 of your nukes even?
well, so the first one I threw out, like, I just hope, right? I gave him Journey to the Center of the Earth. Now, I never expect that to go through now because we provide it, right, as part of the installation. So almost everybody loads it up and plays a little bit to make sure, like, DOS works, right? But I'm curious to see if I can catch somebody on just like,
yeah, if you can catch 4 people
yeah,
who didn't
and just
try
be like,
out.
you already have it. I don't. Yeah, So Bendy's finding out right now, by the way, like you could just get the dog killed.
Oh, yeah.
And if the dog dies, you die.
Yep. I mean, it's true in real life, too. Y'all protect your dogs.
But
so then I threw out another game that I figured had like a 50-50, right? You know, some of them, Bendy and Mifa, have been around a long time, right? They've probably seen.
Oh, yeah.
And so I figured that was like a 50-50. They weren't the ones that vetoed it. It was Itching who vetoed it.
Itching! Itching for new
And
games
so I'm
has
like,
come
fine.
on Don't Make Us Bored before. I'm completely... Yeah, I believe that Itching would have opened it.
So, honestly, at this point in time, I'm like, you know what? I got this game I was saving for later because it's like just a terrible platformer. I'm not even really supposed to be GMing today, but you know what? Cool, we got to do it, right? And threw this out, and everyone... Itching thought we were calling him a doofus.
Aww. That's cool. By the way, I'm taking a look at the ref sheet right now. We've got the referees Redford, Doofarashi, Notalecta, and Yoshi FanX with Malshai helping out as well. The listings for progress is pretty funny because everybody's made it to 1-2, but Bendy Human made it to Ye Old Iraq. Itching for new games, made it to Hill with Eyes After Water. We've got Mifa at second Doghouse and Cabbage Hat at second Tower. I just love the notes because I'm not sure which one of those is more progress than the others, but we've got tons of time. We're going to see plenty
we have
more.
maps. We have maps to pull it all out if we absolutely had to.
Oh, yeah. But huge shout outs to the referees who are helping out. I love to see the humor that they have. It's always silly to me. It's great. They've been fantastic this year. Arf!
I'm so loving this. Just the refs were like, are we sure this is bad? This looks pretty simple.
This is bad. Yeah, I think Strider is more defensible than this game.
What, you don't love your dog being one shot and then
Like,
having to start it over?
I mean, Mickey
I feel like-
Mousecapade is sort of... No, she's invincible unless she falls into the water.
Right, yeah. If Mickey Mousecapade like have Minnie where Minnie could just like be smote at any point in time, right? It would be this game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's terrifying.
Therefore, Mickey Mousecapades is a better game than this.
However, and this is a big however, Corndan, she doesn't exactly follow your platforming, so even if you make a jump, minis will sometimes fall into a pit and you die. It's a pretty big flaw.
I mean, but I'm still gonna argue, still a better game.
I think I'd rather play that than Doofus. I would agree with that, yeah.
I like how the comment in the match chat is just
It's a big oof. Oh my gosh. I apologize. I'm also eating food, so I appreciate that we have both of you here so that I can sneak a bite of the hot dog every once in a while.
I mean, I did eat just before this, right?
I did
I
too.
had little mini tacos.
I had enchiladas.
Enchiladas are delicious.
Oh my
I guess
gosh.
bird friends think alike.
I made enchiladas pretty recently.
I like making them. They're not hard to make.
Oh yeah.
I even make the sauce.
Hey, Cabbage is through.
I think
Very
that puts them in
nice.
first right now.
I think
I
so.
believe no one else is on 1-3, yeah.
PH16T something. I don't know.
B?
Oh no, tuberculosis. You know, maybe the shopkeeper is a doofus. He doesn't even know how to properly stock his store. Come on.
I'm pretty sure everybody in here is a doofus.
Yeah, the stupid elephants that are like bouncing around, the dog, the boy, this guy, definitely a doofus.
Oh, I see. That menu is power-ups that you can buy in this shop.
Okay, and there we go. Mifa is through 1-2 as well. Very nice. Yeah, we're seeing pretty quick progress here. I'm not too surprised, but I'm trying to recall like where the game starts getting particularly difficult, or if it's just always going to be difficult.
No, the next couple of worlds get more difficult.
Okay, good. See, that's what you need. You need... Like, I actually find it interesting that a lot of old games do have a steady rise in difficulty, and then you look at, like, Mario games. Mario 3, oftentimes it had sort of almost intermission levels between some of the more difficult levels, you know?
Mario 3? I didn't think any levels in it were that bad.
Well, you know, like, it does increase in difficulty, but still, there's certain world, like, every world, there are a handful of levels that are like, okay, this is a walk in a park, compared to some of the other stuff, you know? It's not just steady, more difficult, more difficult, more difficult, more difficult. And I like that variety.
I love this shop's music. But we do have at least 3 players on 1-3 now.
I think everybody is now.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Itching is. But it looks like, yeah. Bendy and Itching are at the same area, so yeah, they're all on 1-3 now.
Now, one thing to consider, Cabbage Hat was doing the bonus level. Bonus levels... Oh no, Cabbage Hat, are you in an infinite loop for bonus? Nope, okay. I was worried because he entered the bonus level again right after leaving it.
Oh, that...
Yeah, I was worried there might be some sort of loop going on there, but it looks like Cabbage Hat is no longer going to the bonus level. For a game like this that has passwords for every level,
yeah, not that bad.
Yeah, I'm
It's not the worst.
Well, I'm just thinking like bonus level is pretty much a waste of time. A lot of the times for more difficult games, what you'll probably want to do is get bonus levels so that you can get extra lives. But if, you know, getting a game over is not very consequential, then the bonus levels, you probably don't even need to do them whenever you can avoid them.
Well, I do know they can buy things from the shop, so you might help you buy things from the shop.
Ah, good point. Especially if...
Like, one of the power-ups is time freeze.
Okay.
One of the power-ups is invincibility, but only for you.
Completely
Right.
useful. Give me dog invincibility. Come on.
Your dog is clearly property, and as such, they do not need invincibility.
Oh, poor doggy. I don't know. You got a life link to the dog, okay? Dog dies, you die.
Okay, the main character is just way too happy.
He's a doofus.
He's happy to watch his dog get bowled over by a boulder.
He's like, well,
A small
that
boulder
happened.
the size of a large boulder.
Oh my gosh. Corndan with the old references. Not that old, but still old.
I've heard that reference, but I don't remember what it's from.
It's from
It
a
was
police
blocking a
report.
road.
There was a
Yeah.
small boulder the size of a large boulder blocking a road. Yeah.
Yeah, I just mean I don't remember what it's from.
It's from real life. It happened. Okay. There was a rock that fell onto a road, and the police report specifically. Okay, never mind. Whatever. This is Kusogrand8, everybody. We've got a doofus on the screen. We've got 4 of them. We potentially have 8. Or sometimes 9. I don't know. There are a lot of them on the screen right now, and I'm not one of them, I promise.
Itching is bubbled.
Well, happens to the best of us. Sometimes you
A
just
lot
get
of them
stuck
just-
in a bubble.
That was a really good power-up to use. Wow. Oh, and he's through. Oh, Mifa already made it through.
Yeah, Mifa is on to some sort of castle. That is a game over, but not a big deal. Oh, good music here.
And Itching made it through too. Right, they're making progress.
Oh, yeah. I want to know more about this doofus. Like, what's he doing? What's his life? Like, what's his motivation?
I don't know.
Clearly not his dog.
Oh, that is so sad. Poor doofus. We all
Yeah,
loved you
Doofus-
once.
Doofus needs a hug.
I do see one review for this game gave it a 4%. Okay. That's not a very high score. Might be one of the lowest scores I've ever seen for a game, gotta be honest.
I mean, I think 4%'s a little low, but like a 10 or 15%, absolutely, like, it deserves that.
It said, okay, the subtitle for the review, I don't get this. It says, if games were people, this would be George Formby. And I have no idea who that is. Apparently, he was an English actor in the 30s and 40s and played the ukulele. Okay. And apparently was hugely popular over there. Well, I had no idea you existed.
Me either.
Maybe he was a doofus.
Maybe.
Maybe he played a doofus.
I think so, yeah. The review goes on to say, the scene, heaven. God is interviewing a new arrival in clever theatrical subtext fashion. Richard Everyman. So you're a computer game fan? Yeah. Well, everything seems to be in order, Richard. You'll be playing this perfect cube platformer for all time. Hurrah! And I thought that insurance fraud would have counted against me. Insurance fraud? You're Richard J. Everman, aren't you? No, my middle name's Quentin. Oh dear. Oh dear. And then God is like, Richard Q. Everyman, insurance fraud, armed robbery, and first-degree murder. Is this you? It was a mistake. Blah, blah, blah. So it's a whole conversation between Everyman and God, and then he punishes them by making them play this game. Actually, yeah, the review is like not at all about the game, but there is the quote, looks like an eternity playing Doofus for you.
That could be a great review. Like, if you're stuck playing this game for all eternity, it means it's a good game, right?
No,
Yes.
not if you are a murderer. But yeah, it says the uppers for the game, the dog idea, but that's utterly wasted. The downers, everything. I'm not joking. That is brutal.
I don't think Cabbage likes the dog anymore.
Oh no, why? What happened to What happened to Bendy? What happened to everything? What's going on?
Honestly, I don't know what happened with Bendy. I was looking for...
Oh, Bendy was trying to
reset.
reset. Okay. So yeah, the only lore that we have about the game right now is that apparently God uses this to punish people. And
I mean,
honestly
that's
is accurate.
reasonable.
Yeah. Okay, the bottom line here, 70% of Amiga games are platformers, and 85% of those are absolute crap. Doofus is the worst one I've ever seen. It's genuinely depressing to think that someone spent months creating this and believe it's worth selling for £28. Please, God, let this be as bad as it gets. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm
28
so sorry
pounds
for that
this?
person.
Who? Okay, like, if you spent $2 on this, I think it would be fine. If you spent $5, maybe that's okay, you know?
But they wanted to sell it for like 25 pounds.
28 pounds.
That's only about $35 US.
This
But
is
this was in, like,
Amiga dollars.
1994.
Actually, not Amiga dollars, Amiga pounds. Yeah, this 94. Bendy trying to enter in the password and is having time to go back a level. It looks like Bendy has the wrong password here, so we'll have to see if Bendy can manage to get into the game.
Sorry, but there's wait.
Yeah, they're saying, specifically Mifa, is like the font is bad on the passwords, and yeah, like I said, I wasn't sure if something was a B or an 8. As it turns out, when you have passwords in a game, have a font that people can read.
What I always recommend with Kuso is instead of writing a password down, take a screenshot of it and save it somewhere.
Yeah.
That way you can't write it down incorrectly. You just enter it incorrectly and, well, you realize it's the wrong letter.
Yep, I always have Paint or some other program open so I can just copy or take a quick screenshot, slap that into Paint, and have it next to what I'm playing so that I can pull it up whenever I need. You are completely allowed to use that. You can't use outside programs to change the gameplay at all, but you are allowed to save information however works best for you. Now, with that said, all of the players here are great players. You know, they got 10 points on their first match. Even a setback is probably not putting Bendy Human out of this race.
Bendy already beat the level, in fact.
Yeah, that didn't take long.
So I want to point out here, right, that if we convert in 1995, it was about $1.50 per pound. Right, and then convert that to $2024, right? This game cost $86 in $2024.
How much?
84 2024 US dollars.
I'd pay for it. Look at how good this game is.
I'm not doing that.
So everyone complaining about $70 for a AAA game, guys, this would have been $86.
Honestly, like, video game prices have not gone up, like, ever.
Nope.
Which honestly makes sense because more people are playing games, and so they're still making more money than they used to back in the 80s and 90s. It just makes sense. More customers, you know, considering that you essentially have unlimited supply because they're digital copies, you know, they're not even having to manufacture discs anymore. It makes sense why the price would not go up. And honestly, I still have a hard time biting the bullet to buy a $70 game. I do want to play Dragon's Dogma 2, but oof.
I want to play
the
too,
price.
But I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, I'm fine with, like, games that have problems, but I'm not ready to bite that bullet yet. You know, bring the price down a little bit, or a lot of it.
Okay, I need to know who decided that the shop music was okay.
Honestly, it is most likely an emulator problem.
I don't know that it is.
Okay, it might be an emulator problem. It may or may not be. I don't know. But a lot of times when you have weird sound issues, it's just because something was slightly programmed a little bit differently between the Amiga and the emulator. That's not necessarily the case. We'd have to talk to somebody who actually played this on Amiga to see. But yeah, that's I mean, we had that with like the TI-99 Alpiner. Like, emulator issues made the audio perfect, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, but it was definitely a problem with the emulator, but it was a lot of fun. Anyways, yeah, I'm saying there's a chance that at least that was neither intended and possibly was just not actually a part of the game. I don't know.
What Alpiner? I can explain why it is.
Well, I know Alpiner, yeah.
I very much like how Mifa apparently thinks this game is fantastic.
Well, of course, somebody's going to.
Oh, Mifa likes broken stuff. Come on. Y'all know Mifa.
I know.
Honestly, you know, this is a pretty loaded match. All of the players took first place in their first match. You know, they have 10 points each. I honestly don't think we will have a very clear lead until probably the very end. Like, then again, just watching this game, I really don't know how far the people are through the levels. It's just a little too samey.
You know what? I appreciate that we have refs, you know, to help us sort this out. Thank you, refs.
Yes.
I really appreciate it too, because it's hard keeping track of where one person is. So yes, thank you, refs. You're awesome.
Yeah, our refs are freaking amazing. Seriously, thank you. It's one of those things, you know. If we're trying to look up information about the game and trying to talk about stuff, even if I give a live commentary about everything, there are 4 screens and I've got ADHD. This is impossible.
So far, Itching and Mifa are both on 2-3, and Bendy and Cabbage are on 2-1. They're doing really good, because I think there's only 9 stages in this game, and they're on 12? Okay, so but still, they're halfway through the game already.
That's pretty dang good. I mean, we're at the halfway mark here, so that makes sense. Okay, so 2-3, and then, so the final level is 4-3?
3-4.
Okay. Well then. Yeah, I don't think we'll see a completion. Again, this game is really difficult. We've seen death and death and death and death. Bendy Human walked where it looked safe, and then spikes just appeared, because why aren't there spikes? Oh, death on the same spikes. Oh my gosh. So much death.
That's what the screen shake is. It's a bomb.
JC! Oh no.
Hey, Mifa's through.
Good job, Mifa. On to 2-4, I think.
Yes. Yeah, what's strange about this is that the game is super colorful, super cool looking, and yet everything somehow looks the same. How do you make a game that is so visually, like, pleasing to look at, and I have no idea where they are?
The answer is simple, right? Because Amiga at the time, right, could support a lot more. You know, I guess you could do VGA now at this point in time, right? But Amiga, a lot of people went to do it. Like, oh my God, this was like the artist's dream. You could have all these colors. And so they would do that. And then, you know, you just spend all your money on colors. And so now you only have like the basic block, whatever.
Yeah. From what I can see, there was only one, like, the person who worked on the graphics for this, they only worked on this game, you know? They didn't have any prior experience. They didn't work on any games after this. It was just this. In fact, most of the people who made this game only worked on this game, which perhaps is the reason why it's so highly flawed, because there were like no experienced people except for the project manager who worked on other games like Baby Jack. I don't know what that is. Sony game? I mean, you worked on
Sony game.
What the frick frack is this? Okay. I need to share Sony game with you, because what is this?
I was about to go look it up.
Wait. Do we share it with everybody, or do we save it and give it out to somebody in
What?
It's a Sony. I don't know. Yeah, Cordan, I made the executive decision. This tells me nothing about what the game is, but it gives me nightmares still, okay?
Look at the teeth on that thing.
Is it on both of them? Okay, neither of those things should have teeth.
Look, at least one's a Discman. Or one's a Walkman.
Oh, yeah, it's a Walkman. That makes sense.
Is that a snowman?
Would you like to build a snowman? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Not like that.
Not like that one. No.
It doesn't have to be a snowman.
Yeah. Please, no snowman. Okay, it really doesn't have to be a snowman, Elsa, like, at all. Please, free me from the snowman. The snowman has me locked up. Snowman's gonna torture my family.
So, I mean, Mifa's in World 3, so we might actually see a completion. You know, it's fine.
Possible.
It's the last match
It's a
of the day.
10-pointer too, so
Yeah, the match doesn't end there, though, because the other players are not getting eliminated. We will need to see who comes in second, third, and fourth. Look at this. There's snow, I think.
Yeah.
Why is the
there's
snow
new colors.
in the back, like, I don't know. The snow has physics that don't work.
I mean, you slide around. It's fine.
Yeah, but, like, some of it's just, like, zigzagging through the sky like it's lightning or something. Mifa using the bubble power-up. Very good power-up.
A bubble power-up may be the best power-up in there.
I think it is. And if you're just trying to beat everybody else, you don't have to choose the most optimal route. What you just need to do is choose whatever is most reliable for you. And yeah, dying in this game is pretty punishing because you don't get your power-ups back. You don't get anything back if you get game over. No, you just have to deal with whatever you had. The shop is at the end of the level. And if you did not manage to finish the level with what you bought, it's pretty much gone.
Oh, wow.
It's gone. You have to play the game the way it's intended.
Mifa on to 3-2.
Very nice, Mifa.
But what I've been noticing is the players buy a lot of the bubble. That way they can just sort of skip a huge chunk of the level.
I mean, that's the right way to go, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Right, it's a strategy we didn't have last time.
Yeah, I'd straight up recommend it too. I've been noticing Mifa also has the store the dog one, which, yeah, no, I definitely think that's a good one to grab too.
Put the dog away.
The dog's
button.
just gonna get you killed.
Yeah, dog. I'm sorry. Who's the bigger Doofus, the boy or the dog?
I still say the boy.
Yeah, it's the boy. I mean, the dog's doing his best. Look at this.
I'm trying to see which one of these two are actually in the lead. Itching and Mifa are both on the third worlds.
Well, we'll find out who beats the game first.
Oh, yeah.
It's still a really close race, because...
Yeah, like, if one of them gets a game over, that's all of the upgrades gone. You're not going to be able to, like, unless you go back and play a previous level, you're not going to have the upgrades for this one, and you're just going to have to play it the way that Not necessarily God intended, but somebody intended.
Speaking
The
of
way I
game
intended.
over,
Sphinx. Okay, so apparently the developer for this game, Sphinx, developed one game, and it was this. There was a second developer credited, Example Architectures. They did the DOS release. Apparently, they worked on other games like Lethal Zone for Amiga and Commodore 64, Return of Medusa, Crime Time. Oh yeah, baby. Gordian Tomb. That sounds vaguely familiar. Okay, nope, not familiar at all. Yeah, I like, this game is really an enigma. It just not a whole bunch of information about it or the people who worked on it, which is kind of fun that we have some of these games that are largely a mystery out there. You know, I love going and finding out some of the stories behind these games, but you know, it'll be a mystery for quite a while, everybody.
so
I did try to look, but you know, I couldn't find anything.
Mifa
So
to
we're just
3-3.
I have noticed the note that plays in the shop is whatever the last music note was when they left the stage.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely a holdover from the stage music, which is very easy to do on accident. You know, there's a possibility it was just a bug that they didn't manage to fix. Bendy Human already entering in a password. Interesting. I bet that Bendy Human did that in order to get lives back, but the downside is that if you do that, I don't think you have any of the items that you just bought in the store. So perhaps Bendy is just playing this without getting any of the upgrades or without using any of the items from the store, which honestly may be a mistake here, considering how powerful the bubble is.
Yeah.
Like, the bubble is so good. Okay, Mifa using bubble number 2 in this level.
Me for finding the cheese strats, and I'm all for it, honestly.
Oh yeah.
I've used several in my matches.
Like, do you want to play this game?
Yes.
No?
I love it.
Oh.
Me-
Mifa using the invincibility, but the dog gets hit still.
Yeah, I understand why Mifa tried that. Just didn't work out. That's how it goes. Sometimes you're invincible and your dog isn't. It's that lifelink, I tell you. They shouldn't have, like, done that dark art, you know? Mifa really needs to be careful here, by the way. Because, look, she has 0 extra lives, 1 more death, and that is back to the beginning of the level with no upgrades.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily, like, time is not an issue when it comes to a timer in the game. You can just basically ignore that. Hey, Bendy Human actually used a bubble, and it worked out very nice. Question,
Mifa
though.
on to 3-4.
The final level, right?
Yep.
I think so.
Possibly?
Unless there's more than the maps say.
I mean,
Which, with how little information this game has.
could be an incomplete guide that we had. You never know. Ooh, I kind of like this new Snowtown music. It's good. Yeah, I'd say, in general, if people can beat your game in under an hour, you probably should not be selling it for full price. That's my own personal opinion, you know, and art is very subjective. You are allowed to charge whatever you want for a game, but I would feel like I got ripped off.
Yeah, especially if there's a power-up that just lets you walk through the game.
Yeah, I mean,
But
you
it's
can...
not the one that you think too, right? Like you think, oh, I want an invincibility power up, but that's like the crappy power up.
Yeah,
The
that's
bubble!
actually the worst if you ask me, because the dog.
Maybe if you combined it with like the no dog,
Yeah.
then it would be fine.
How long does the invincibility last for? Because if it actually thinking about that. But then again, the bubble just lets you fly around, so you don't have to even jump or anything.
And you're still invincible.
I'm gonna go ahead and
your dog is.
let me add a clarifier here. If you can beat it under an hour in a blind playthrough. Okay, this isn't counting already knowing about the game or having a bunch of information. You know, you haven't played it a billion times before and you're doing a speed run. If it is your first time playing a game and you beat it in under an hour, that's when you use the Steam refund.
Yeah, no, I would.
Unless I really want to support the devs. But for a full price game, an hour,
I mean, look, right? There's some devs I would support, like the guys who made Barris,
Oh, yeah.
right? Given that, even my first time through, I beat that in well under an hour.
Well-
Never heard of it.
Battle of the Arrows.
Barris?
Yeah, like, but you're probably not paying $60 to $70 for that, Corn Dad.
That's true, right?
I don't
But
think they would
I'd
have
toss
the
'em.
gall to charge that much, you know?
I'd toss them like a 20.
Oh,
now,
yeah, easily.
Right? Because you know what? I've gotten $20 out of entertainment out of it. For sure.
Yeah, I'd really, like, I wish we could support them. Oh, Mifa? I don't know what happened. Did Mifa die? Did Mifa beat the
I
level?
think so. I don't know.
Oh, that was a bonus
died.
stage. Never mind. I'm sorry, sometimes I forget the difference between a bonus stage and the end of a level. There we go,
Wait.
Mifa through 3-4. Is this the end of the game?
Yes.
Looks like
You
it.
did a great job. Oh my gosh. How the crap? Look at that ugly dog.
That is a cat. I'm sorry, that's a cat.
That is a cat with a collar.
Yeah, so I am gonna invite Mifa to come in and chat because Mifa has beaten the game. Hey, everybody, welcome to Kusogrand8. Every once in a while, we have a game that is short enough for people to beat, even though we've had this in Kusogrand8 before. Like, we've still never had anybody make this much progress, and I think it's largely due to Mifa understanding some of the mechanics, especially the shop mechanics. With that said, Mifa is here. Hello there, Mifa, and congratulations on beating Doofus.
Lolly ho, everyone, and whoops, sorry.
Sorry for what?
Being actually enjoying this game a lot.
It's not a good game.
What are you talking about? It's fantastic.
We read a review that gave it 4% as 4%, okay? Out of 100, 4%.
Oh, wait, it can be an entertaining game. It's not a good game.
I mean, yeah, it has its traps and pitfalls, but it's still a really good game.
And the dog, the dog like just gets you killed sometimes.
Even when you're invincible?
Honestly, that part's pretty silly. I wish that, like, the whole dog mechanic could have had a little bit more, because there are no moving platforms. Moving platforms plus dog equals absolute chaos, and I really, really wish they would have had that. But, like, simply put, Like, you destroyed this, Mifa. And I think that, like, the game is programmed pretty well. It runs pretty well. The level design leaves a lot to be desired.
I don't think I would have done so well if I didn't realize you could push down and shoot to get the potion menu.
To be fair, I didn't know you could do that, but all of you found it.
All of you did, yeah. Seriously, great job.
And what did we all learn? The bubble is the best
Yes.
power up.
Next time this is on Kuso, Bubbles banned.
Yeah.
No bubble allowed, maybe.
But now you should maybe go speed run it, because I bet there's a way you could get just the bare minimum of like stuff to like get enough bubbles to go level to level. I bet there's a good speed run in this using the bubble.
Honestly, I think so.
Why'd you have to put that in my head?
Mifa!
Because you know you want to do it.
Everybody, welcome to Kusogrand8. We ruin people's lives. Yeah, that's sort of the nature of the stream here. It's fun. But yeah, so you say that you enjoyed this game, and honestly, like, we complained about it in some ways, but I think that some of the reviewers from the day were probably a little too harsh on it, except for the fact that it was a full price game. This was not a discount game. It was...
Yeah, how much do you think this cost at the time?
Oh, so let me see here. There was what? 4,
It's
8,
a British game.
12
right,
games. So 12 stages, what, $50 back in the day?
Yeah, 28 pounds, which would have been like close to $50.
Close to $50 of, and that's those days dollars, like mid 90s dollars, you know. And I think that's too much for this game, honestly. It just doesn't have enough. Any game that you can beat in under an hour for your first playthrough, unless there is a huge amount of replayability, it's not enough. It needs to have more in the game.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but I think that this kind of works as a bite-sized game. Sure, maybe everybody hates the dog except for you, Mifa. But yeah, you say that you enjoy it. What do you enjoy about this game?
It's just different from normal platformers, it feels like. It's really congested, but it still somewhat works.
Okay.
Until your dog gets murdered.
Well, then you just got to use the time lag to fix that.
The time lag? What time lag?
Well, when you jump and then it takes a second for the dog to jump and everything.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha. Honestly, the biggest thing is that with moving enemies, that makes it so that you have to think, where is my dog going to be about a second after? There's a lot of missed potential with the dog in this. I think that it would be fun to play around with that idea, like, for real.
If the dog had its own AI, it'd be better. Instead of just following you.
If it was a little bit, probably like a delay a little bit shorter, it probably wouldn't be as bad.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with the dog personally.
I am just enjoying right now watching Itching like accidentally murder this dog like every life.
Yeah.
The dog deserves it.
No, it doesn't.
What's the name of the dog?
We don't know. We don't even, like, is the dog Doofus? Are you Doofus? Is the store owner Doofus? We don't know.
You know what? I am taking the headcanon that this follows the debt rules.
Everything is Doofus?
Yeah, you're Doofus, the world is Doofus, the dog is Doofus, the hobo shop is Doofus.
I think that's right, yeah. Okay, he's Doofus.
Everyone is Doofus.
Everyone
That
is
make
a
me
Doofus.
the biggest doofus today.
You know what?
guess,
You're
yeah.
the biggest Doofus. You earned it. Yeah, is there anything that, like, needs improved in this game? Because you can love a game and still think that it has flaws. Like, the lag with the dog is one of those things that throws a lot of people off. Were there any other flaws that you felt the game had?
Well, the hidden traps are there just cause, so you kind of need those. I'll have to think about it.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and say, let me lean into this, okay? Because when you're playing a platformer, if you want to rely on skill and not dumb luck, then people should generally be able to react to everything. If you have the perfect player for a game that is based off of skill, the perfect player should be able to react and survive to everything. And if they can't, then that means that for skill, it's a flawed game. Now, of course, like, I don't think every game necessarily needs to have that. You can have the haha gotchas as long as you like make it sort of justified within the world or make it like make sense. It has to make sense. And in this game, I'm not sure if it's adding much. If there were a little bit of a tell where some of these traps were, or if they're like if they popped up before they kill you, that would be nice. I think that a couple small changes would make them more bearable.
I think the biggest change would be being able to have unlimited shots instead of 3, because if you had unlimited, some of the flying enemies coming at you at any time, you could stop those no matter what.
Oh, I gotta ask Mifa, what do you think of the shop music?
You mean when sometimes you glitched out and the music just stayed on?
Yeah.
Heck yeah!
Yeah, that one.
It's fine.
Yeah, again, I'm not sure if that's necessarily like a version issue or a game or emulator issue, but yeah, if that were in the original game, they could probably fix that, I gotta say. Otherwise, I actually really like the visual aesthetic. I do think that, like, finding a way to make the areas of the map more distinct would be helpful, because despite how broad the colors are, how, like, we've got gradients galore, okay? Gradients in the background, but everything still looks samey somehow.
It's because we're clearly just playing, James Pond.
The castle in the background with the gradient makes me think of that one solitaire deck.
Oh yeah, the best one. It has the bats. That was the best one, okay? Sometimes the bats would fly. It was great. Yeah, good old Windows Solitaire. I think that I have that on the current version of Microsoft Solitaire. Yeah, I am such a nerd that I went and specifically found the latest version of Solitaire to put on my computer, because why doesn't Microsoft include games on the computer anymore? They don't.
Itching is also done.
Itching is done! Well done, you did a great job! There we go, we have 2 completions. Will we see a 3rd and a 4th? Honestly, the other 2 players are making a lot of progress, but 1st and 2nd are locked in. Bendy Human through 3-3 on to 3-4.
We have another possible clear coming up.
I think we might have all 4 players clear this game. That would be super cool. Well, Mifa, yeah, I don't want to keep you too long. I'm glad that you were able to come and play and kick this game's butt. Like, seriously. If the game had a butt, you kicked it.
I mean, I don't mind just sitting here keep playing it until the end.
Okay, sure. Chill with us.
But, yeah, y'all bullied me.
Yeah, we did. We did hard. I'm sorry for that.
I mean, you gotta do it. You gotta do it sometimes. Actually, I have to ask, Mifa, because this game came out in the era of up to jump. Did you map things differently so that you didn't have to deal with that?
Oh, heck no. Up to jump is fine.
See, I
love
told
it.
you, bro.
I love it. Mifa, you've got a true retro spirit here.
The only downfall to that is when you get the reverse potion, it reverses the jump button too, so it's down instead of up.
There's a
and that
reverse
screwed me
potion?
over. Yes,
I love that.
the purple potion is the reverse potion in this.
Speaking of, Bendy just got hit by it.
Oh no, Bendy!
While they were in the bubble too, so it wasted half the bubble time.
Oh yeah. Okay. I didn't wait, are there other negative effects in the game other than death and reverse controls?
No, that's the only one
Oh,
that I
okay.
noticed anyway.
They had some good ideas in this game. I wish they had more. Maybe that's a good complaint to have. I wish this game had more. Because really, there was actually some pretty good potential with this, and like it makes for a nice bite-sized game. But I just want more.
And I don't want to pay like $84 for it.
Well, I'm not going to pay $84 for this. I don't think this game is for sale anywhere. If it is, please let me know, people. I would like to go, like, if I can support the original devs in any way, I love to do that. I think Bendy Human,
Bendy just beat it.
we've got a third clear. Now can Cabbage Hat do it? Cabbage Hat is locked into fourth, but we may see a quadruple clear depending on how this goes. Ugh. I don't like the end screen music. This is creepy.
My only question to this game is, does it have any other ports, and does it actually have a following? Because if it had a following, I could see people making other levels for the game.
So there is a DOS port.
Supposedly, yeah.
Well, there. You know what? I can look. I maintain a fairly robust DOS collection.
Oh, Bendy, or Cabbage Hat is on to one of the biggest troll sections right here, which is towards the end, just a creature throwing a whole bunch of snowballs. You can get past them, but your dog struggles.
So this absolutely has a DOS port.
Okay. Okay. Bendy Human using the power-up to carry your dog. One of the best power-ups here, honestly. And there we go. I think Bendy Human is pretty much clear till the end. Oh, nope. There was a trap. Oh, no. You can do... I mean, Cabbage Hat, you can do it. Why do I keep saying Bendy Human? Cabbage Hat, come on.
I think the only other gripe I have is
There
that
it is.
password.
No, that's 3-3.
Oh,
Okay.
3-3. Okay.
Oh yeah, the password font is terrible.
Yeah.
It's so terrible.
Yeah, simply put, if you are going to have passwords, make them readable.
But it needs to match everything else.
Well, make every other font readable then. Come on. And the font that they use for the password does not match everything else. It's a problem. It's a problem. Not a huge problem, but a problem nonetheless. I'm just rocking
Now I
out
want
to
to get
this
to
music.
the password screen just to point it out even more to everybody.
Only a minute left.
Yeah, we're close to the end, everybody. And I
don't
think
think we're gonna see a
Cabbage
completion.
Hat is probably... No, Cabbage Hat is jumping back in. Like, there's 1 minute left. We could technically see a fourth completion. Unlikely, but possible.
Especially with a death like that.
Oh, no, early on. That's the type of death you want right at the beginning. Oh, you don't have to play the entire game again.
I love this password, though. The first password is such a troll because it's DZ15YS, but yet the 5 and the S look identical.
That, and is the D a D or a 0? The 5 and the S, yeah. Okay, that's a bit of a problem, I'd say.
It's a problem.
It was bad because when I first, beat the stage, wrote it down, died, and I tried to put in the password, I was like, wait, what? No, I'll just go through again. Never mind. Take a look when I get back here again.
Itching, did you put a back scratcher up? Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, he's itchy.
I know he's itchy.
How do you solve that? How do you solve that with a back scratcher?
Well, Corn Dad, I want you to know that in chat there was a message. Excellent choice. It got under my skin in a way very few games can.
And there we go. That is time. We have the official rankings. with Mifa taking the victory, Itching second, Bendy Human third, and Cabbage Hack coming in fourth. All of them, I think every player made more progress than the first time we had this game in Kusogrand8, which is fantastic.
That's
that
true,
always
yeah.
makes me excited. We had 3 people clear this game. Like, that's ridiculous. But then again, this was a 10-point match, you know? All of you were strong players in the first round. It shouldn't be too surprising to me that we had so much success for the players today. Yeah. Mifa, thank you again for coming and joining us to chat. I have to ask, are you doing streams these days over at your own channel, doing anything exciting?
All the time. Currently, the current obsession is getting retro achievements in a private server of Final Fantasy XI.
Oh,
which,
interesting.
It's a lot different than retail. It's a lot of like stuff stripped straight from it. So you got to do, if you want to get to another town, you're taking it like a 20-minute chocobo ride if you want to.
Heck yeah, that's what I love to hear. JK, I don't.
Other than that, I'm doing police knots on Monday and Tuesday as well. And we have a Shuffler Cafe on Wednesday nights.
Oh yeah, I know about the Shuffler Cafe. What's police knots?
Have you ever heard of Snatcher?
Yes?
Yes, I suppose.
Think of that as a spiritual successor. It's made by Kojima again and everything.
Okay.
I thought you at first said it was police Nazis. And I was like, well, you know what? Political commentary, sure, I'm here for it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, everybody, let's go ahead and not talk about that anymore because we are done for the stream. Thank you again, and tomorrow we have more Kusogrand8 starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. 4 more matches. I hope that you all enjoyed the fun, and for now, we are going to go and raid, I believe, Liz Star. Tomorrow, we're going to try to raid Smite. I believe Smite is doing a whole bunch of Arcade Pit throughout the day.
For his birthday.
And we obviously need to go say hi to Smite tomorrow. Now, do we have a good raid message?
Doofus.
No.
I don't think we can shout Doofus at... Can we shout Doofus at Liz?
What was, you did a good job, or what was the ending message? Well done, you did a great job.
Well done. You did a great job. There we go. Wowzer. Wait, Wowzers? Was it Wowzers?
No, I someone took a screenshot of it. It's definitely well done.
Yeah, well done. Somebody's lying in chat. No Wowzers. Oh, not that either. Got a W.
Well done?
Well done. No, well done. Well done. There's our message. Go tell Liz, well done. You did a great job. And I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, my friends. Thank you, Mifa.
Much love.
Thank you, Corndan and Ascorian, for the game.
Yay, you're welcome. Glad everyone enjoyed it.
Woo!